Okay, hi everyone. Welcome to our podcast. I am Celine and I'm joined with Sarah. And today we are going to be talking about toxic friendships. So normally we talk about toxic relationships and the red flags that are in BGRs, but friends also have a lot of red flags. And today we have a lot of fun stories to share with you from our personal life about our friends or people we used to be friends with. So,
Oh, and the interesting thing is that we cut off the same. A few of the people we cut them off.
yeah, because since we were in poly, we know quite a few of the same people, like running in the same circle.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we have the same view on some people. And in some of the stories, we are the toxic friends. So we learn and we grow and we try not to be toxic again. So that is today's topic. So I'll throw it to you, Sarah. What do you have any toxic friends, and what are the red flags?
I think one red flag is that you have to plan your schedule around them all the time.
That's
Like they
interesting
won't try
because
to take out they don't try to take out time for you. I think that's a red
ah
flag.
for me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, similarly, I don't mind planning around people's schedule if I'm more free, but I mind that I'm always the one planning or I'm always the one initiating. That one is for me. Actually, I don't know if that's considered a red flag, but I find that very annoying when I have to do that, and I have ended friendships because of that.
Uh-huh. Do you want to tell a story? Which one is it?
So when it comes to my friends, right? Okay, so I know quite a few. I don't know if it's like a personality thing or a cultural thing, but there are a lot of people who always, they're expecting you to they're always waiting for people to ask them out. And I don't know how these people maintain a lot of friendships because, okay, there's this particular group of friends that I used to hang out with quite a lot, and I find like a lot of times I was always initiating, I was always inviting them to my house, and like they didn't really organize, like group activities or whatever. So one day for this particular group, I saw that there was like five of us, and three of them hung out together without inviting the other two of us more
Okay.
than
And they
one
posted
time.
it online?
Yeah, and they posted it online. Both times they posted it
Uh-huh.
on. Both times that I remember seeing, they posted it online, and I was just like, I was very disappointed because I thought like if we were friends, you would extend the invite, right? And I know like it's COVID and whatever, but like COVID regulations allow for 5 people, so there was that to me is then I kind of like stopped contacting them afterwards because I really felt
Mm-hmm.
very
Left
unappreciated.
out.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
Did
remember
they
if
like contact you about this issue? Because if you
uh,
start contacting them, I believe they will kind of know
only,
you
yeah,
as well,
one
right?
one of the girls did contact me afterwards, but I wouldn't say like we are very close now, and I don't think we will ever be. I feel like I'm very tired of this, right? I didn't want to cut them off completely, so I mean I have multiple Instagram accounts, so I only follow them on like my main Instagram account. But
Oh,
I
not even the meet.
no no
Not
no
even the meet.
no this time yeah I felt very disappointed with them, and honestly I was quite sad over there. But I have felt that way a few times already regarding that group until I finally decided that yeah, I'm not gonna hang out with them anymore.
Uh-huh. Actually, there's a reason why I don't hang out with them also. Because I realized they tend to like, cluster together. So even after like so many years, I don't hang out with them.
Oh yeah,
I
that's
know them
true.
for a longer time than you, ah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, this group of friends we also both know, but I hang out with them more last time.
I have this friend, uh, okay, he is a very busy person. So every time when we meet with other people, we have to schedule our thing around him. And I think he doesn't realize it. So sometimes he will like says last minute say cannot, that kind of thing.
Even after you plan everything.
Yeah, after we already set the date, everything. So yeah, that was the part that really annoyed me. And I honestly really think that it's a red flag. Oh, actually, I think he might have realized it because okay. I did that before, and then I realized it myself.
You did what?
Like people are planning their schedule around me, then I always last minute cannot. But I realized it, and then I stopped doing it.
Oh, okay.
So like first 2 years of uni, actually I didn't really hang out with them because they did try to organize, but then I always had something on, and then I didn't give them an alternative day or something.
Oh,
Yeah, I just
yeah.
said I cannot. I didn't even put in the effort, and then I realized it when that friend did it to us, right? Then I realized it myself that I've been doing it to that group of friends. So
Okay lah.
yeah,
They still accepted you back.
yeah. I try to like spend more time with them,
You know,
and
I
they are
have
nice about it.
yeah. I have this group of friends also, like I've known them since secondary school. Okay, a big group,
Mhm.
like 10 plus people. They will also know who I'm talking about. But this group of people, now I only hang out with 4 of them. Because the rest of them, sometimes I do hang out with certain ones, but there's this particular guy in this group that I found very, 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 very annoying, because he always like to tell me, right? Aiyah, why you always go out then bocho. And okay, so this group, like 10 plus people, right? Every year we have like a meetup, especially during Christmas. Especially during Christmas, we will always meet up. And every time, like almost every year, I think I always organize it. So I will ask in like the group chat. I'll be like, okay, so this year who can go? That's obviously pre-COVID. And he always don't want to reply me. He always like blue tick, and then I don't know what the fuck is his problem. Like it annoys me to my core. Okay, like I did organize everything, like the venue, usually the venue I will ask, like, okay, because a lot of them are from NTU. So when they were in NTU, we used to go to NTU or my house. So I asked, like, okay, who can make it, and then like, can we arrange the date? And because I need to know how much food, because we normally have a hot pot and we will buy cake. And I always have to go and PM him, I can, in WhatsApp group messages, you can see who has seen your messages. Then I have to go in and then I have to PM him, like, hey, are you coming? Like, are you free? And then he'll be like, oh, sorry, I didn't read the group message. And so after a while, right, I must be like, you're too fucking popular for us. Like, I mean, like, okay, I don't think he is, but I don't think he's I won't say I don't think he has that many friends, okay, that he cannot keep track of who's contacting him. But whatever, I was just very tired of having to cater to his to every time he don't read, and then I have to go and cater. And then I was like, that's it, okay, that's it. And because of COVID, I obviously didn't continue with this. But subsequently, when like the rules relax and then go up again. But when the rules relax, I did invite some people to come to my house, and I was very selective about who I was going to ask to come to my house. And I feel like, yeah, I feel like that's what COVID did for me. Like, it helped me cut off a lot of friends, because I don't need to go and see them. Like, okay, like, yeah, I don't see them during Christmas. I don't see people during church. It's like, if I want to cut you off, I just like, bye. That kind of thing.
COVID. It's because of COVID restrictions.
Yeah, it's because of COVID. That's why we did not see each other. It's not because I don't like you. Oh, so very funny. Because I was talking. Okay, so yeah, out of these 10 people, right, I got one particularly close guy friend. I think, yeah, he also watches us. So hi. But so there was one day I was telling him, like, okay, if one day I get married, I want a very, very like intimate wedding. And then I was thinking, then I don't know, we ended up talking about, like, will I invite like this group of 10 people? And then I was like, I said
You should get married soon. They have the COVID restrictions and you have the excuse.
No, I don't want to wear mask. But like, okay, then I was asking, right, about this that. The thing is, right, okay, I don't even need the COVID excuse. If I don't want you at my wedding, straight up, I will just be like, you're not invited. I won't even bother to sugarcoat. I won't even say it's because of COVID. I'll just be like, if people ask me, like, why didn't I get invited, I'll be like, I have not spoken to you in 5 years, okay? What makes you think I'm going to invite you to my wedding? If I invite you to my wedding, we are not going to speak for the next 10 years. So no, you're not going to come.
What if a friend that you have not spoken to in 5 years invites you to his or her wedding? Will you go?
I feel like that depends.
I wouldn't. I like
No,
the
no, I
rule
wouldn't.
that you set yourself, like the one that you told me very long ago. Like the criteria for you inviting someone is that you must have at least spoken to the person within the year.
Yeah, at least say Happy
Yeah.
New Year or something,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
People.
yeah. I feel like I'll use that for myself also, even to people who invite me to their wedding.
Yeah,
Like we
don't
must have
waste your
spoken to each other
time.
within a year. And money.
Exactly. So yeah, my friend asked me, "Will you invite this guy?" And I was like, I said I'm not going to invite this particular. Okay, let's give him a name lah. Okay, let's call him A.
A.
I'm not going to invite A. And then he was like, but if you just talk to him, he probably will come. I think if you just like reach out to him, then I said, what the fuck should I reach out to him? I'm tired. I'm so tired of reaching out to people. Like, can't people reach out to me? Like, what? Do I look like an event planner, like a free event planner? Like what? So yeah, you can tell it really annoys me to my core when people do this type of things.
Okay, how about like so far we have been talking about people who have toxic traits, but they're not crazy. So like, do you have any experience with people who are just mad?
Yeah. So we move
Come
on
on.
to the next one. So we move on to the next one, which is the juicy. It's supposed now is like the juicy part of our podcast. Which
Yeah, I told her to like keep the story so I can have fresh reactions.
Yeah. Now we are moving on to the crazies in our life. Okay, so I don't know if I attract a lot of crazy people or is I'm the crazy one or like okay, but just listen to the story.
It's voodoo.
So, yeah, I feel like it's some kind of karma. Okay, I honestly say when I was in primary school, I don't feel like I was the most pleasant person, and I feel like I have been reaping the karma of my primary school actions ever since. Okay, like I know I was quite a huge bitch in primary school. Like I wasn't like terrible.
What do you do? You were just like 12.
No, yeah, I think I watch a lot of American sitcoms, and then have like the mean girl, like cool girl kind of like stupid
You
kind
can't
of
sit with us.
yeah. When I was young, I really was so dumb and so bitchy, but like I feel like I've been reaping the karma of that since 2009.
Okay.
So I still have friends from my primary school, by the way. Not that I don't have any, but when I was in secondary school was the first time I met the first person who was crazy, and this person had the same name as me. So this girl that I know, right? I knew her in Sec 1, and obviously we became friends because we were in the same class and we have the same name. So we became very like fast friends after that, and she had a very bubbly and I don't know how to say, like a bit like cute personality, the kind like she'll go up to mostly go up to other people, not me, but be like, good morning, hi, like the kind, like at that time, like I didn't find it annoying lah. I mean, she was just being friendly, right? And so we were friends for about 2 years, and I would consider her at that time. I did consider her my best friend. And also we had like the same in our class. We had the same group of friends. Okay, so I was friends with her, and we used to hang out with the boys who were in my CCA. Oh yeah, we were also in the same CCA. So we were in innovations, this called Innovation Club, and the boys who were in NCC. So that is what is NCC stand for? National Cadet Corps. So it's just like a children's army. Okay.
Army.
Children's army sounds bad.
I don't get cancelled by MOE. No, it sounds like those child.
Yeah, child
soldiers.
soldiers.
Yeah. No.
No. But
You need to rephrase it.
Okay. But this CCA, by the way, also stands for co-curricular activity. A lot of schools have it, and it is like, it's first of all the boys in Singapore, they need to go for national service, which is the army basically, right? So in secondary school, we have this thing where
NS Light.
It's like the NS Light version. So there's this group of guys from my class, quite a few guys that were from this CCA. So we will also hang out with them. And so eventually, right, I don't know why she started acting like very cold towards me. Like, like she can just one day wake up and be in a bad mood. And she will go to school and not talk to me, like like she'll just totally like pretend she didn't see me, and then when she see me, like her face will just turn black, and then I'll be like, I have no idea what I did. You know that kind, like in relationship, right? That's why again, like I don't know why, like. And then she would be, when she talked to other people, then she'd be like very happy, you know, laughing. And then when she talked to me, so I would go and ask. Because I feel like with my friends, I don't know, I might be, no, I think that's normal. But with my friends, I feel sometimes like, I like to maintain a good relationship with my friends. You know, I like to know what's going on. So I'll be like, did anything happen? Then she'll be like, you know, nothing happened. Then I'll be like, then what are you doing? So she will act out, right? And then after that, the next day, she will come in as though nothing happened. And then she'll just be like...
So it's like one day she'll be cold, one day she'll be nice.
Yeah, she'll be like, you know, nothing happened. No, we are best friends, that kind of thing. And then you'll be like... So...
Is it like because she just hit puberty? Then you know the hormones are like freshly cycling through her body and she cannot control her emotions well.
One
I
thing...
feel like that was me in secondary school also.
I feel like I didn't do that to my friends. I mean, okay, if let's say I was feeling like very moody that particular day, right? I would be feeling moody to everyone. Like, I'll just be feeling sad. I won't be sad to a particular person, but not sad to another person, you know? I feel like, yeah, just like what, bipolar or something.
Directing at you.
Yeah, she's definitely directing it at me. And I have no idea what I did, right? So, okay, so this goes on for like quite long, like 2 whole years. And so, towards the end of Sec 2, which is the 2 years before we changed class, right? My friend, who kind of liked her last time. And so, he does keep in contact with her. And he also, the same guy who watches this, sorry. But he sent me a Tumblr. He sent me a Tumblr post. At that time, Tumblr was very popular. He sent me a Tumblr post where she was just blasting me and saying like all the things she didn't like about me. So she sent me that thing, right? And I was looking at it. She didn't say particularly what I had done wrong, except she said that I stole her boyfriend. Because back to the story. Back in Sec 2, I got together with one of these NCC boys. And she said I stole her boyfriend. And I was like, what do you mean I stole your boyfriend? You weren't even together. Oh, okay.
Really?
Huh?
No, they were really not together.
They were never together. They were never together. And I didn't even know that she liked him. The thing is, right, she likes to flirt with boys. And I could never tell who she liked. There was this other NCC boy, okay, and I would just call him like H. She flirted with H a lot, and this guy H also liked her a lot. He liked her, I think, for like 1.5 years. Yeah, and she said I stole her boyfriend, which I want to clear up. I did not. Okay, I did not know they were together. It's not that I did not know they were together. They were not together.
Does the guy know? Wait, we need to clarify that. Does the guy know?
My boyfriend.
Yeah.
My boyfriend, he if I remember correctly, I told him. And okay, just again another side note, Sarah also knows who this boyfriend of mine is. She knows, she's seen his face, seen him in person, so she knows who he is. But okay, at that time, right, he didn't really care about it. And he and this girl have the same surname. And you know, in secondary school, they like to have this thing called like, you're my sister, like my 妹妹 or my 哥哥. Yeah, and my 干妈, all that bullshit, right? So he said that she is my like 妹妹. Okay. And I was like, yeah, okay. So this,
what was that for?
No, because right, I no. Can you imagine? Like you tell your boyfriend at that time that this girl is posting online, okay, and her post online is seen by a lot of my classmates. At that time, Tumblr was a hot shit. So my classmates saw it, and my classmates also were like, you know, looking at me like, what are you doing? You know, and I feel sometimes, okay, I don't feel like they were, you know, when we were in 13, 14, okay, Sec 1 is 13, 14, right? Even then, we are very easily influenced. Like, sometimes your friends say, like, this person is very bitchy. Then you also won't go and talk to her, that kind of thing. So I really felt during like secondary school, because I hang out with her and she has so much influence over friends, our mutual friends, that I feel very lonely sometimes because I don't have the same bubbly personality as her. So at that time she was popular. I would say she's very popular throughout the school. Yeah. Then what was I with the story? Oh yeah. So she go and post online, right? Then yeah, can you imagine she go and post these type of things online? Then I tell my boyfriend, and then my boyfriend is like, but she's my Mei Mei. And then you are like, so you are not going to like be on my side lah, basically, right? So that's why I
he said the Mei Mei thing to. I thought he was saying it to clarify their relationship. I didn't think that it was.
Oh no. He said it because I said that I don't like her and I didn't want him to talk to her. Okay. Yeah. And I felt like at that time it was a very reasonable request because she was outright bullying me quite often. All these things, I didn't follow Tumblr last time so closely, so I don't follow her. She didn't let me follow her, so I didn't know. I know all this from screenshots sent to me by our mutual friends.
So did you try to like clarify whatever she said with your other classmates that took her side?
At that time, no, because in the end, right, I found myself another group of friends. That was the other part, right? I got another group, which is my best friends until today. No, my two other, you know, okay. Yu Ying and Wenli, they're also from my we're from the same class. So I found them and then we just started hanging out and I started hanging out with her lesser. But, you know, I still did interact with her until, right, because I didn't want to make things difficult in class. So, one day, when the day that we switched class, I stopped talking to her. We're in the same CCA, right? I did the exact same thing she did. She talked to me, I just... I really did that. Okay, so...
Did she try... okay. But she tried to talk to you.
Okay,
after
but yeah,
she all the slanders on Tumblr.
She did try to start talking to me. Oh, one more story, right? Is that during this period, in Sec 1 or Sec 2, I think it was in Sec 2, one of her I think her grandfather died. And I was with her when she received the call that her grandfather died. So, I mean, like, you know, she was crying, everything. Then I was just like there comforting her. And then like, I think her grandfather was not in Singapore. So I just like helped her go to her house and everything. With where her relatives, where she was staying, I just bring her to her house. I didn't follow her all the way, but like got in a cab and everything. So she was apparently very... So that will come into the story later. Yeah. So that did happen during this period. And okay, so after the day Sec 3 started, I stopped talking to her. And then you know what happened? You know what my boyfriend did at the time? My boyfriend, I wanted to go from... Because my school is at Clementi. And then you can walk to Clementi Mall at that time. Most people will walk from the school to Clementi Mall. So I wanted to go with my boyfriend. And he knew how much I hated this woman. And he was like, yeah, he knew how much I hated this woman. So I said like, okay, let's go to, after school, shall we go have lunch at Clementi Mall? And then, blah, blah, blah. And then he was like, but I want to go with like the NCC boys. And like the NCC boys are also NCC boys and my CCA boys, like the Inno Club boys, are very close to this bitch. So I asked him, I said like, is she going? And then he was like, I don't know. So the end of school comes, right? And then he was like, oh, she's coming with us. So I think I don't know whether he said something that. So in the end, I didn't go with them. I don't know. Is it I said like, I don't know whether he said something like, oh, I'll see you another day or what. But he ended up going with them and this bitch. And I was so angry. I was so angry and so upset. I ended up walking from my school to Clementi with Wenli and my best friend my best friend until today. And the whole time I was walking there, so you imagine, right, there's only one road. There's one route. Okay, there's one common route.
Mm-hmm.
They were just walking in front and I was just walking behind with Wendy, crying, like you can imagine like one road, right? Then they were like, I can see them in front, I can see that beach in front, I can see that beach in front with my boyfriend, and then I'm walking behind Wendy and I was just like, why are you so bad to me? Yeah.
Did he do anything? No. He knew, right?
He didn't know I don't know whether he knew. Probably knew. I don't know. After that we got into a huge fight and I don't remember what happened after that. We're not together anymore. Okay. But yeah. We were together. I'm not together with that guy anymore. So I cannot even ask him like what he felt at that time, and he probably forgot already. I mean, it's been so many years. So that was a bad
one
time.
Crazy friend.
That was the first crazy friend that I encountered. So after that, she did try to talk to me, and then she gave me like stuff she bought from overseas, but she just like placed it on my table and then she left, and I didn't thank her for it. I'm like, okay, I would take this as compensation for my hurt feelings. But years after that, I don't know, is it like 1 or 2 years after that, she did post again on Tumblr. I don't know, is it because nobody sees Tumblr or what, that's why she felt like it was a good place to post. But she posted another message that said that she's very sorry for what she has done to me, and that I was like her best friend, and that she's very grateful that I comforted her when her grandfather passed away, and she wishes that we can have that friendship. I don't know who she was posting to but anyway, she posted it on Tumblr, and then that same guy, he took a screenshot of it and then he sent it to me. Okay. And I didn't want to be her friend anymore, obviously, but I was like, I felt like at that moment I was still angry with her, but
was it a closure?
I wouldn't say this is closure. I would say that I'm happy that I would say that when I saw this, right, I was kind of glad because I knew that it was not something that I did wrong. Because sometimes the things I say, it can be a bit hurtful and offensive to be honest, right? Especially if like I'm just going on a ramble, and then like I can sometimes get frustrated with people and say things that are very like curt. When she said all this, then I really felt like, okay, yeah, it's really not my fault. And this really was something that she was personally going through, and she was just like, what's that word? Something on me. She was just projecting it on me, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she was just projecting all her problems onto me. Yeah, okay, but that was my first crazy friend. I had a very similar crazy friend. But Sarah, do you have crazy friends?
I don't know, like, after I hear all your crazy stories, then sometimes I'll think to myself, like, have I ever been the crazy friend? Because I feel like I'm a little bit crazy also.
Yeah, okay, so tell us about the time that you have been the crazy or you have been the toxic friend.
It's not a very long story, but it's just that I realized like throughout secondary school and poly, I cannot control my moods very well. Mm-hmm. So I had a lot of mood swings. Yeah. And I realized it like when I was in uni. So I was like thinking, have I been like a crazy friend before? And then made someone feel like you?
Probably. You mean like, okay, so when you have mood swings, you will direct it to a certain person only?
No. It's just like, it's not like directing, it's not like directing to a person, but it's just, I was just moody. And it's not like for the entire day. It's like periodically throughout the day.
Okay. Yeah. When I went to poly, I also, so after secondary school, I went to poly. And that's when I met like a second crazy person. But in this story, I realized that I was definitely I was not a great friend. So when I was in poly, this girl that we would call E. Okay, E. I also met her on like we were in the same class on the first day of poly, and we were very, very fast friends. And our relationship was actually very, very good. I thought she knew. Okay,
that's like your first friend.
And my first friend in poly, yeah.
No, it sounded like your that secondary school friend. The starting of this
No,
story.
you know what? This poly friend knew the secondary school friend. They were in the same primary school. And they were in the same primary school. And E also did not like Celine because she said that she also bullied her. Which I don't find hard to believe. I mean, like, yeah. So she also didn't like her because they apparently they went through something similar. So we were very good friends for like for like 1 year. We can talk about a lot of stuff, and I really enjoy her company. She was quite funny, and we like different boys, so we never had that problem. And one day she started to get depression, and that's when I think it all started to go down. Okay, and I feel like here is the part that I was quite a bad friend. At that time, I didn't understand how serious depression is and how it affects someone, because back when I was in poly, that was maybe this happened 8 years ago. I feel like I was not very sensitive to what she was going through, because at that time I thought that she was just moody for no reason. Like she was just being mean to me. She wasn't even being mean, but she was showing like like blackface and all that kind of stuff on purpose. So when she started getting depression, I didn't stop talking to her, but I didn't really want to like find out more about her problem. Like I feel like if you're a very close friend, right? Like if you one day got depression, or I one day got depression, at this point in my life, I would know that okay, you need to help your friend through it. So when in our second year, we had the end of our first year in poly, we had a chance to go to China for an exchange, and she was supposed to go for this exchange as well, but she couldn't go because of her depression, and she needed. It was getting very serious to the point that she needed to go to the IMH for treatment. And I remember at that time, I was having a very, very, very good time in China, and a lot of my classmates also went, and we were just, we didn't even like, we were just having a very good time, and it's posting on Instagram and all that kind of stuff. And I think she felt a bit left out. I feel like, this one I'm not very sure. I think she felt left out, but when we came back, she wanted us, our clique in poly, to go to a vacation together, which eventually we did. But even when we went for this vacation, we started to get very distant already. It was like on the vacation, she would hang out with this other person, and the other four of us would hang out. So I felt like she was starting to get more and more cold. And I didn't understand what was going on with like this depression. So I couldn't even, I was just like, okay, lor, don't friend.
Was it towards you, or she's just moody to other people as well?
I think she was especially moody towards me. But I feel like it's because I was the closest friend to her. That's why.
And then, okay.
So, yeah, and then after this trip, she started to really, really stop talking to me, and I couldn't, and she started to be very mean. She'll post things on Twitter, like blasting me, and like she'll be like, at that time, I remember I wanted a bag, just a handbag, because I just wanted one. And she was like so angry with me for saying that I wanted a handbag, and then she'll be like posting on Twitter things like, you just taking people like you are just taking up space on this earth, like the air you breathe is being wasted, all that kind of very, very, very hurtful things. And so I saw it, then I was obviously very angry. She took screenshots of what I posted on my private Instagram, and she went to repost it as well. She went to post it on I think she went to no, not Tumblr. She went to post it on repost it on Instagram. I think she went to repost it on Instagram. So after that, she was just being so aggressive, right? I didn't even know what was the thing that I did wrong. So I did message her. I did message her also, and I asked her like, why you suddenly like this lah? Then she was like, I just think that you got attitude problem, and like I don't like your attitude. You this one, a lot of the things, right? It's not something that I've done, but something she keeps saying about my attitude. So I reported her to my lecturers.
I mean, because like the tweets are affecting you personally as well, right?
Yeah, I mean, like I feel like it was cyberbullying. What? Right. So I did report it to my lecturers, who said that nothing could be done. So that was great. She didn't know that, but I did tell her that I reported her, and then after that I blocked her. And I feel like she did get a bit anxious over that, because she texted me afterwards and she was like, so how's your report going? That's like, what? At first I didn't even know what she was talking about, but then after that I was like, after that I blocked her, so I don't know whether she sent me anything afterwards. And the worst thing is, when we were doing internship, right, she happened to be doing internship in the same place as me, so we were both doing it in A-Star. And I just remember being so scared to see her. I remember I saw her across the road, and I like literally feel my heart like pumping, and you know, like I get like scared, you know, to see her face. Yeah, it was that bad, because I don't know why. I don't know why after she did that, I just generally when people do these type of things, I just get very, very, very scared to see them. So yeah, I felt like for our friendship, okay, I don't know what exactly. I mean, I would say this is 80% her fault. I don't know what the fuck is going on with her. To this day, I don't know what is going on with her. But I felt like in this friendship, I had a part to play, yeah, because I was not very sensitive.
Okay, so I have a similar story about someone who posted tweets about me. And it happens that it was in the same poly, she has the same name, E, and she was in the same class as me. I think you know her too. And I know you don't really like her.
Yeah, I definitely know
That's why we are friends.
Yeah, but just to clarify that these two girls, yeah, they have the same name. The same name is not E. Does not start with E. Yep, carry on.
I feel like our dislike towards her was one of the reasons why we could become friends.
That was definitely the beginning of our friendship, yes.
Yeah, correct. Like, so to a certain extent, I have a little bit of like gratitude towards her. So let me summarize it. So we were in the same clique in year 1, and then me and her, we got like particularly closer compared to the other people in the clique. And at the same time, we were friends with this guy, which was outside of that clique. Let's call him. What other alphabets have we not used? Okay, Beta. Then okay, and then so me and Beta and I, we got closer, and then Beta and her also got closer. So like, you know, from that clique we became like another small group of friends. And then yeah, just I think she was hurt about this phone call, but I didn't know until like a very, very long time after. So basically got one time, I think she called him and I was with him. Okay, it's really just platonic, like there's no feelings. And then so like they're just chatting as friends. Then I was there also. Then I said I wanted to say hi. So I just said, hi, I hate you, bye, that kind of thing. So I think she was upset about that. Okay, right now you can tell me whether it was like my fault. And I said, hey, now I laughed and then I said bye. So I thought it was very clear that it was a joke. Okay.
I just want to say that this woman is a very sensitive soul. Sensitive, but at the same time low EQ soul. So I could see how she would take that badly.
Okay. But okay, like that I admit, like I was the one who said it, you know. Like this is on me. But I thought it was clear that it was a joke. Okay, but I get how like she had issues with this. So but I didn't know, I really had no idea until one day I think she started tweeting about me. And then the thing was that I had no idea it was me. So I continued living my life happily. And I think that made her even angrier. So one day she texted me and then like basically saying that I was like being two-faced and everything. And then I had no idea what was going on. Yeah.
Then you find it so funny when people are just accusing us on stuff and we just have like no idea what's going on, and like when people say like, oh, you should know, and you are just like, no, I really don't know.
No. Oh, but it's after like I asked her what was it, and then she didn't say it directly, but basically she was saying that why you still like basically like why do I still pretend that I like her even though I say I hate her, something like that. So then that was when I remember that incident. She didn't say it directly, like because you said I hate you, and laughed.
So she was she was just caught up in like a misunderstanding lah.
Yeah, correct. So up to this point, I'm only 80% sure that it was that comment. She has not told me told me directly that it was because of this comment.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
and then it started becoming awkward.
Oh, but so until today. But today you're not her friend, right?
Yeah, not. No, then so I mean it started becoming awkward for a while. Then after that we were really okay. Until like in year 2 and year 3 when we were not in the same class. Then I saw like the way she act to other people, and then I realized that it wasn't me. Oh yeah, but because of her I did Twitter for many years.
Is it back on?
Like, I realized it was it is, but I only follow like Thai actors to read their tweets. But I don't post anything.
So let's move this conversation along. There's another thing that I feel very, very strongly against, and that is lying to your friends and then gaslighting your friends. Have you ever tried such stunts? Yeah.
Are you asking me?
Yeah, if you ever tried lying and gaslighting your friends. I feel like I have.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that.
I feel like I have done it before, but I cannot remember. I can't remember an incident, but I think I have done like on a small scale. Maybe I have.
But I feel like at this point I have no chill. Like I will just straight up and tell you what you did that annoyed me.
Same.
If I don't like you, I will just say it to you. Like yeah, I've reached that stage now.
So my last story from today is this person that I know, and we used to volunteer in the same place. So we were very good friends, and we go to like JB together. We go like eat lunch, dinner, all that kind of stuff, and then we will also, when I have parties, I will also invite her. So one day when I went after Christmas, I remember this was like the new year, and then we went to this volunteering thing, and then she was acting very distant and very cold, so I didn't know what was going on. I didn't ask her at that time because I thought I was just being sensitive. Yeah, so I didn't ask her until I think it was like 2-3 weeks of the same thing, and then I did ask her like, is there anything wrong? And she said no. So, this girl got the same birthday as me. So I was like, fine lah, if you don't want to tell me, then don't tell me. And then so that was like in the new year. So when I had my birthday like a few months later, and then I had a gathering with a few of our mutual friends. I obviously didn't invite her since she don't want to talk to me, right? Okay, so just as a context, we were in the same society, okay? We'll just call it a society, where in this society we volunteer. So we have mutual friends in this society. Sarah is also part of this society. We sound like we are part of some Illuminati stuff. But we were in this society.
It is the total opposite of Illuminati.
Yeah, but so she posted on her Instagram one day that she said like, I'm very like she was disappointed with people from like this society, and she didn't post the whole thing. She didn't post like, she didn't spell out
S asterisk.
Yeah, but what she did instead is she put S asterisk. And we could guess that she was referring to us. Obviously, it was so obvious. The context was the same. How many people had the same birthday as you? She was saying that, oh, they only celebrate like this, my birthday, because same birthday. And I was like, okay, first of all, I organized the whole fucking party myself, okay? So if you want someone to celebrate your birthday, then just organize the fucking birthday party yourself. So afterwards, she said she feel very betrayed. You know, it's the same post, always the same post online, feel very betrayed, blah, 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 blah. So I went to ask her after I saw the Instagram stories. I said, who are you talking about? And she was like, oh, I'm actually talking about people from like my social. So let just say social and society is a different thing, okay? So she said, I'm actually posting about my social. Don't be so sensitive. Not everything is about you guys.
Okay.
And I was like, so you're telling me somebody from your social got the same birthday as you, with the same number of friends in your mutual group, and they're having a party excluding you. So I was like, are you sure? It's either you are extremely unpopular or you are just a very bad liar. Right? So I mean, like, so until this point, right, I still did not know what she was so angry about. Okay, until she eventually I managed to get it out of her. She said that she was actually angry with my boyfriend. She wasn't angry with me. And I was like, okay, first of all, I don't even know whether she was telling the truth. Okay, I didn't know whether she's telling the truth about this situation or not. I felt like very gaslighted because you don't even want to tell me what's wrong. Then you want to send all these type of passive aggressive messages online. Like, and then now this is, if you're saying this is my boyfriend doing all these things that you don't like, right? Then what are you taking it out of me? You know, it's like I feel like if we have like a close enough friendship, then just tell me what's the problem. If it's not something I even did, then what are you very angry about? I just don't get it. So I feel like she's lying. But I didn't call her out on that. I just like, yeah, whatever. Anyway, I didn't need to be her friend. She just continued to gaslight and make up all kinds of stupid stories. And she's one of those people, right? You make plans with, she will either last minute cannot show up or need to change.
You tell her about the... Okay, I will tell your story because I remember and it was so funny. So basically, I think she agreed to your party, and then I think at the last minute she said, and she was in charge of getting drinks. Can I say it?
Yeah,
like drinks.
Yeah.
Okay, so she was in charge of getting drinks, and then I think at the last minute she told you, I may or may not be able to come. I will confirm later, something like that, right?
Yeah.
And then you replied, so I may or may not have drinks for the party.
No, I said,
I'm just like, that's so mean.
Yeah. I was very angry with her that day, so I did say something that is like quite hurtful. I would say it's very hurtful. I feel like I was just angry with her because we had planned this for so long. Usually when I plan parties, I plan like many months in advance. So, okay, not many months, but like Christmas is the same time every year. So usually I will plan like 2 months in advance. Like, like doing the secret Santa and then like planning the gifts, all that kind of stuff, the location. And the thing is, right, even the reason why she couldn't go for the party, she couldn't even get it clear what exactly was the reason. She told different people different reasons. One of the reasons is because her boyfriend, her boyfriend's family got something, I don't know, they want her to do what lah. That was one of the reasons that I heard from someone else. The reason that she said is because, the reason that she told me is because she got last minute work thing on a Sunday, on a Christmas Sunday. I was like, I mean,
she was a 9 to 5 job, right?
No, she wasn't in a 9 to 5 job. She was like she was those kind of like need to work off hours one. But the thing is, I still don't know what happened because as I found out, right, I didn't know that she was such a liar when we were friends. But it turns out that she I think she has been lying about a lot of things because nobody actually knows what happened. And I can't I mean, like, yeah, and she tells all these conflicting stories, right? Which am I supposed to believe? So
I think you have very unfortunate experiences with people.
Yeah, Sarah knows this person too. doesn't know that she's like that. But I feel sometimes through all these unfortunate experiences with people, right? I do ask if it's me. Am I the problem?
You made me have a TikTok audio.
Yeah. Like, am I the
Is it
problem?
me? A problem?
No, because I mean, like, I really feel like I have been very unlucky with friends. And the thing with my friends is I do like to keep in contact with my friends. I do like to have a long relationship with my friends. So I feel very upset. Even if we are not that close. Like, okay, this particular girl, right, from the society. We're not super, super close. But I do feel very affected every time any of my friendships turn out badly. And I always wonder if it is me. I don't know. What do you think? Because
Like, at least you ask them.
I feel like, okay,
did
because
ask them.
you know, actually in this story, the only person you don't know is my secondary school friend. Everybody else are people that you have met. At least you know what they look like, and you know you have some kind of you know them lah. You just know all of them.
At least I don't think it's you because I see the same things that you mentioned about in them also.
So I think as our stories have progressed, or at least my stories have progressed, you can tell that I have a lot of unfortunate friendships, and I do have a lot of friends that I currently have that I still hold on dearly to. As I grow older, I feel like I did reduce my social circle quite a bit. And I'm curious to know for you, what is your criteria for cutting people out of your life?
I think that that the social circle being reduced over the years is a very common thing. Yeah, I don't think it's just you, but okay, I right now, right, I have issues with people who don't show up.
Meaning?
That's my main issue.
What do you mean?
It's very difficult to ask them out, and then they won't reply messages. And then they'll find some excuse not to go out with you. Then, yeah. Okay, I need to put it in context. I have a very private social media account, and I don't hesitate to kick people out. I think you already know that.
I know.
So yeah, I feel like the people that are cut off, they know because they will be kicked out from my social media. Yeah. My main issue right now is not showing up because I feel like it has to be two-sided. You have to put in some effort as well if you want to maintain a friendship.
Yeah, I definitely agree. For me, yeah, it's the same thing for me. So like I mentioned earlier, I have a lot of people that I didn't keep in my life because I felt like we didn't have like a reciprocal friendship. I feel for both of us actually we're quite good at it. Even before we had like
out.
Huh? No. I feel like for both of us we have a very good relationship. Even before we started this podcast. Because even if we don't like have a lot of things to talk about, like sometimes we see funny things we still send to each other. So it's like you can still keep up the contact even though we are in different countries. And ever since we started this podcast we talk even more. So I think I get what you mean. I know adult life is busy, but I feel like if you cannot be bothered to make time for your friends, don't expect your friends to make time for you, and don't expect your friends to reserve a spot for you in their life. Even you dropping your friend a text occasionally, or for us sometimes
just sending a funny meme.
Yeah, for us like sending TikToks or whatever, it really just keeps the conversation, or like, you know, it keeps you're just like, okay, at least I'm thinking about you. But like when I find it very funny, you know, people always, sometimes online, they will say things like, or I heard friends say this, I like low maintenance friendships. So it's like you don't go talking for like months and months, and then like, but when you do talk, it's like everything comes back, you know, you feel like you are just like best friends talking. And I feel like that's a very untrue statement. I have friends like that, but I don't feel like they are my best friends. And I don't feel like if I have any problems that I would ever go to them. They are just friends that, you know, I keep in contact.
Just occasionally give life updates.
It's like if I see their story on Instagram, then, you know, you just reply and be like, oh wow, congrats. Like if I see them, you know, graduate uni or something, then that's it. I feel like now we are at this age, we have a solid group of friends. Kind of solid group of friends.
Yeah, I'm trying to like catch all my friends now.
What? Huh? You're trying to what?
Like to hold down all of my friends now. Because I realized that after graduation, I started to lose friends already.
I think it's natural, but yeah, it is. I feel like I really feel like it's like a natural process. So sometimes I let the natural process play itself out and then just see who are the remaining few and then I'll hang out with the remaining few. The thing is that I feel like friends are always coming in and out of your life. For me, at least. So I just learned to accept that some friends, a lot of friendships, you have like a expiry date. You know, you have them for like a season. So yeah, that's all for today's very long episode of Jie Podcast, where we were talking about our toxic friendship. So this was like kind of like a storytelling of our life, and let us know if you find this type of episodes interesting, or would you rather we go back to our point forms. But
And factual.
yeah, we'd rather go back to our factual stuff, but we really thought it would be fun to share our own like experiences with friends, because you know, people in our age group, friends is very important, but yet friends sometimes is so hard to keep. So yep, that's all for today. Please follow us on our socials, that is Instagram and Twitter, and at Jie Podcast, JIE Podcast, and we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.